All right, brothers and sisters, peace, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, give honor and praise to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Yaakov. Giving double honors to 7130 South Chicago that taught me this truth. Giving double honors to all the brothers and sisters that the Creator has awoken in these last days. With that being said, peace and shalom. All right, brothers and sisters, I wanted to critique a statement that was made by these brothers that was a part of the GMS camp. They call themselves Spiritual Life Lessons. And they had made a statement about the son of perdition, right? We're going to be talking about, I guess, another group that was, I think they was a part of GMS also. So a lot of these brothers, they have broken away from GMS. Um, in my opinion, which is a good thing, you know what I'm saying? But you can still see that a lot of them still have what you would call the residue of their teachings on them, right? And a lot of times when you come out of another organization, you're trying to basically, come into your own, you will have some bumps and some bruises on your way. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay because at the end of the day, it's the creator that shapes and molds us, right? But I want to go into a statement that he was making and make light of what he's talking about, right? So let's look at this, right? Let's take it this, and this is fair use. I'm not trying to make any money off of it. I'm just, this is strictly for educational purposes. So let's look at something.
You call. And what does he say? Exposing the sons of perdition. And then
Show
when
me
you
in the
hear it,
scripture.
break it down.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
He says it's a group of antichrists. But that's only because, see, sons of perdition, like the brother said, where is that in the scriptures? You don't see sons of perdition.
Nowhere.
You nowhere. Look up sons, plural, sons of perdition. You and you won't find it in the Bible. Son of perdition, singular, son of perdition. You will find that in the Bible.
Like a Second Thessalonians.
Mm-hmm. You'll find it a couple times. Second Thessalonians chapter 2. And the first time you'll find it in John when it mentions Judas. Because Judas is the son of perdition. And is Judas back today? Yes, he is. It's not a group of people. It's not Esau. It's not any of that. The son of perdition is still the son of perdition.
Now he made a statement and said that the son of perdition is basically Judas. Now I see where he's coming from, but I would say why he's wrong in that statement is because the son of perdition is really people that is basically following the adversary. Now, when you go to Second Thessalonians, the second chapter, and I'm gonna read the third verse in its totality, right? So it says, Second Thessalonians, second chapter, the third verse. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall." It says, "For that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first." Now, now we have to. Now, this is the key. This is the key scripture that's dealing with what you would call the son of perdition. It says, "And that man of sin be revealed." Now, who is the man of sin? Right? Brothers and sisters, the man of sin is not Judas, because that goes into the conversation when it says, "And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." Like I just said, the son, when it's talking about the son of perdition, it's basically talking about people or individuals that have taken on the mindset of the adversary. But see, we got to go to the words that's before the term son of perdition, right? And like I said, it says the man of sin be revealed, right? So let's look at something. Let's turn to uh, the 8th verse, right, of the second Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, and I'm gonna jot over to the 8th verse. It says, "Then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming." So who is the wicked one, right? So let's turn real quick. Let's go to Daniel, the 7th chapter and the 8th verse. Let's go to Daniel, the 7th chapter and the 8th verse, because it's going to tell you who the wicked one is, because that's the one that the adversary has given the keys to be basically the ruler over this quote unquote system that we dealing with today, which is the European Common Market System. So let's look at this. Let's turn to Daniel, the 7th chapter and the 8th verse. It says, "I consider the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots." So what is that talking about? That's talking about the kingdoms that ruled before the Roman Empire, brothers and sisters. So when we talk about the 4 beasts, right? We're talking about the Chaldeans, the Medo-Persians, the Greeks, and then later on it's going to be what? The Roman Empire, brothers and sisters. And it says, so the first 3 that was plucked up by the root was the Chaldeans, the Medo-Persians, and the Greeks. So that was just saying that the Creator did what? He destroyed their rulership in the affairs of men. See? So it says, uh, right, it said plucked up by the roots, and behold, and this horn were the eyes like eyes of men, and mouth speaking great things. Who is that? That's the leadership in quote unquote the Roman Empire, aka the Pope, brothers and sisters, or what they would call Caesar. See? Because within the Roman Empire, who is ruling in there? That's what you call the popes and things of this nature. And see, contrary to popular belief, we're still in Rome even to this day. So who is the one that is considered the son of perdition, right? The wicked one in that aspect? That's the Roman Empire or the Roman Catholic Church, is because the Roman Catholic Church is really the Roman Empire in religious garbs. See? And the Roman Empire is the empire that has brought forth the Babylonian mystery system from a political, social, and a religious standpoint of view. See? So a lot of these brothers that's on the street corner, they may mean well, but a lot of their doctrine that they teach is associated with the Roman Empire or the Roman Catholic Church, or aka Christianity. See? So when we read this in this context, uh, back in Second Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, the 3rd verse, it says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, For that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed. See, a lot of people don't really know that they still in Rome today, and that the Catholic Church, aka the Roman Empire, is still ruling in the affairs of men. Who do you think that is controlling the political, the religious, and the way that we conduct ourselves amongst the people? It's the Catholic Church. They're still ruling today. And then when you talk about perdition basically, matter of fact, let's look it up. Let's look at this, right? Let's look at the term perdition, right? Let's look it up. One sec. All right, we're looking at the term perdition. It says, um, I guess there's some Greek words and stuff like that. It says perdition, apoleia, if I'm pronouncing it right, ruin or loss, physical or eternal. It says the word perdition occurs in the English Bible 8 times. John 17:12, uh, Philippians 1:28, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3, 1 Timothy 6 and 9, Hebrews 10:39, 2 Peter 3:7, Revelation 17 and 11 and 18, right? So it says, and in each of these cases, it denotes the final state of ruin and punishment, which form the opposite of salvation, right? So why is it saying this? It's because these are the people that's still following the Roman Catholicism, aka Babylonianism, even to this day, brothers and sisters. That's why the Mashiach said that what? You have to pay attention to the people that's teaching you. Because some people may be sincere, but in actuality, they still what? They following paganism. Because that's what it really boils down to. It boils down to the people that's not following after the customs and traditions of the Creator. But who is the ringleader of the situation? It's Rome. See, it's because the popes, all these different popes and all these Marys that's controlling in the affairs of men, they're coming in the spirit of who? Nimrod, Semiramis, and the masses is coming in the spirit of who? Talmuds, brothers and sisters. All of this stuff is centered around the Tower of Babel. See? So it says, so what is the end result for them doing this? Right? What is the end result? It's going to be what? Destruction. See? It's going to be destruction. And that's what we dealing with today. See? And believe it or not, you're going to have some Hebrew Israelites that's going to fall. So they going to succumb to this spirit just as well, because really it's the spirit of the adversary. See, I forgot what scripture that was, but it shows you, I think it's in the book of Mark or the book of John, when it talks about how Judas, basically the adversary got in Judas, and Judas went about to do what? Betray the Messiah. See, so I'm not saying that the spirit of Judas is not here today, but the full context of the son of perdition, when it's talking about that in 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, is really talking about the Roman Empire, brothers and sisters. That's what it's talking about. Because the Roman Empire is really under the influence of the adversary. They control the banking system. They control religion. They control the whole world. See? Because they're under the influence of Satan. See? It says the verb apollyon, which from which the word is derived, have two meanings: to lose, to destroy. So what did the Roman Empire do when they came on the scene? They brought destruction. See? And it ain't just really them, it's the four beasts that came up out of what? The sea, brothers and sisters. And we can go back further than that. The Assyrian Empire, the Egyptians, and the first one after the flood, which was who? The Babylonian mystery system that was established by Nimrod, brothers and sisters. But the full context of the meaning of this is what? The people that have taken on the spirit of the adversary. Judas, you're going to have Hebrews, you're going to have Gentiles that's going to do this. It's because they're going to be deceived. And see, quiet as kept, a lot of these brothers that's on the street corner, they are deceived. See? Because they teaching you a false doctrine. See? It says the former occurs in Matthew 26 and 8. Let's see what it says in Matthew 26 and 8. It says, Matthew 26 and 8. But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, said, what purpose is this waste? Because the disciples, they had to do what? See, they was under the influence of the adversary too. See? But see, Yahshua had to do what? He had to work with them, right? He had to work with them. That's why when Peter was able to, he was walking on water and things of this nature. See, he didn't believe. That's why he fell in the water. So he got scared. And see, a lot of them, they was petty. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know how to deal with the public. And these are some of the things that the Mashiach had to show them, because he was a walking testament. See, he had God in him. See? So, a lot of us are the son of perdition. Is because why? We have to kill the old man and put on the new man. So when it's talking about Second Thessalonians, brothers and sisters, that's talking about the Roman Empire. See? That's talking about the Roman Empire. But the full context, anytime you talk about perdition, these are the individuals that's going to take on the spirit of the adversary. See? Just like Judas. So with that being said, peace, shalom.